Today in history, December 20. December 20th has been a pivotal date across centuries, marking significant moments in history that have shaped nations, ideologies, and even the course of humanity. Here's a lively look at the key events. 1802, Louisiana Territory, purchased by the U.S. The U.S. finalized its purchase of the Louisiana Territory from France, doubling its size and opening vast lands for westward expansion. 1841, birth of Ferdinand-Edouard Buisson. Buisson, a French educator and Nobel Peace Prize laureate in 1927, was a pioneer in secular education and peace advocacy. 1861, troops sent to Canada amid Trent Affair. As tensions escalated during the American Civil War, Britain deployed 8,000 troops to Canada in preparation for a possible conflict with the Union. 1860, South Carolina secedes from the Union. Becoming the first state to secede, South Carolina's departure set the stage for the Civil War following Abraham Lincoln's election. 1924, Hitler released from prison. Adolf Hitler was released after serving less than a year for his role in the failed beer hall putsch, allowing him to reshape his strategy for seizing power. 1930, Spanish revolutionaries signed Manifesto. Thousands in Spain rallied for change, signaling growing unrest and the eventual downfall of the monarchy. 1933, eugenics policy in Nazi Germany. The Nazi regime announced plans to sterilize 400,000 citizens, marking a chilling step in its racial purity policies. 1938, first electronic television patent. This invention revolutionized media and entertainment, paving the way for modern broadcasting. 1941, Flying Tigers enter combat. American volunteer pilots in China, known as the Flying Tigers, began their legendary fight against Japanese forces during World War II. 1943, Soviet defense at Stalingrad. Soviet forces stopped a German relief army, reinforcing their pivotal position in the Battle of Stalingrad. 1946, premiere of It's a Wonderful Life. Frank Capra's holiday classic debuted, later becoming a cherished symbol of hope and family values. Starred 1946, fierce fighting in Hanoi. Viet Minh forces clashed with French troops in Hanoi, marking a critical point in Vietnam's struggle for independence. 1948, U.S. Supreme Court declines war crime appeals. The court ruled it had no jurisdiction over appeals by Japanese war criminals sentenced by international tribunals. 1960, Vietnamese National Liberation Front formed. The NLF aimed to unify North and South Vietnam, signaling the intensification of the Vietnam War. 1962, Dominican Republic elects Juan Bosch. The nation embraced democratic change, electing its first freely chosen president in 38 years. 1963, Berlin Wall temporarily opened. For the first time, 4,000 people crossed the Berlin Wall to reunite with loved ones under a temporary Christmas accord. 1971, power transfer in Pakistan. President Yahya Khan ceded authority to Zulfikar Ali Bhutto amid mounting political and military pressure. 1974, Ethiopia declared a socialist state. Under Mengistu Haile Mariam, Ethiopia embraced socialism, leading to sweeping but controversial reforms. 1986, Howard Beach hate crime. A man was tragically killed in a racially motivated attack, highlighting the ongoing struggles against racism in the U.S. 1989, U.S. launches Operation Just Cause. The invasion of Panama targeted leader Manuel Noriega, aiming to restore democracy and protect U.S. interests. 1995, NATO begins peacekeeping in Bosnia. NATO took on its first peacekeeping mission to enforce the Dayton Accords, ending years of conflict in the Balkans. 1996, Scream redefines horror. The release of Scream revitalized the horror genre by blending suspense with self-aware humor. 1996, Next merges with Apple. This merger brought Steve Jobs back to Apple and set the stage for the creation of Mac OS X, revolutionizing technology. 1999, Vermont recognizes same-sex unions. A landmark ruling granted same-sex couples the same rights as married couples, leading to civil union legislation. 2007, Queen Elizabeth II becomes oldest UK monarch. Surpassing Queen Victoria, Elizabeth II achieved this milestone at 81 years old, cementing her legacy. 2008, death of Robert Mulligan. The director of To Kill a Mockingbird passed away, leaving behind a cinematic masterpiece that addressed racial injustice. 2019, Space Force established. President Donald Trump signed legislation creating the Space Force, the first new U.S. military branch in over 70 years. Reflections on this day. From monumental political shifts to cinematic gems and technological breakthroughs, December 20th offers a tapestry of events reminding us of humanity's resilience, creativity, and drive for progress. Which of these stories resonates most with you? Share your thoughts below.